Hello guys and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at bubble plots. So what is a bubble plot? A bubble plot is a type of chart in which depends on three different variables. Each plot depends on three different variables. Usually a simple plot just has two variables, right? So let's say here we have station and then we have gas. So these are gas stations, obviously different gas stations, 10 different gas stations, and we have gas sales for each station. So we can easily plot, a chart, a simple chart for that. Let's say we select that, and then we come to insert, and then you take scatter plot. You just click that. So you have your scatter plot, right? You can easily see that. Now let's say we want to do a bubble plot. Now a bubble plot will include this information, but it is also going to depend on another variable. Let's undo that. Now the variable which we're going to use here is the distance from nearest town in kilometers. So when we do that plot, so the size of the bubbles will be dependent on this third column, which is the distance from the nearest town in kilometers. So how do you do that? So once you've selected this part, you want to also select this other part as well. How will you do that? You just have to press Control before you highlight in order to prevent the other one from getting highlighted. So what do you do there? Good. So you press Control before highlighting so that this other two are going to remain highlighted. Okay. So once you've done that, you want to come to Insert again, Other Charts, and then you come here, the donut bubble. You want to click the bubble chart. So you click the first one there, so you can see your bubble chart. Now, what is the first thing you notice about the bubble chart? You notice that the bubble chart, you notice that the bubbles are of different areas, surface areas, different diameters. There are some that are smaller, and then there are some that are bigger. So if you take a good look at that, you observe that the ones which are low are somewhat bigger. For example, take a look here. You see that the one with the highest gas sales are smallest. What does the size mean? So the size represents the distance from the nearest town. So if this one has a very small size, what does that mean? That means it has a very small distance from the nearest town. Perhaps that is why the gas sales are high, because it's not very far from the nearest town, so people can easily buy. So these ones are larger. Large means the distance from the nearest town is very, very far. So you see that the gas sales are small. That could be because the distance from the nearest town is really much. So that is how you do a bubble plot. So there are a lot of things you can change the color of. You can change the color if you want. Let's say you have clicked there. You can change the color. You can come to design. So you have different types. You can change the types. You can come to layout. You can, there are a lot of things that you can do there in order to change, the colors and everything. You come to home and go to field sections and so on. So there are a lot of things which you can actually do there. You can come to format selection. You can come see the area of the bubbles. You can look at the field. So there are so many things, colors and so on. So that is how you plot a bubble chart in Microsoft Excel. Thanks for watching, and if this video was helpful, please make sure to hit the subscribe button.